Hello, and today we got Jose Goncalves. Hi, Jose. How are you doing today?
I'm very well, thank you. And yourself?
Yeah, I'm really good, thank you. Let's start. What was your first memory playing football?
My first memory playing football, I will say I started football because I remember I watched a Portuguese game with my father on the couch, and we were watching Benfica versus Sporting Lisbon. And that's what I remember. And after that day, after all those emotion, from my dad, watching TV, I decided, to play football. So that's how I started.
What would you say has been your best moment in your footballing career?
The best moment. I had many great moments. It's
Yeah,
difficult to pick one, but if I have to choose one, I will say 2005 Champions League qualification with FC Thun, the club I was before I came to Arts. And I think that was the best memory. Yeah.
who would you say has been your best teammate?
My best teammate. I think it's hard. I had a lot of great teammates, but
Yeah,
I think when I played in Italy when I was 18 in Serie B in FC Venezia,
yeah.
I was 18 and I had a great teammate. He was already 35 at that time, and his name is Luis Oliveira. I don't think if you remember, but he played. He was Brazilian, but played for the national team of Belgium, and he played together for FC Fiorentina with Batistuta, two top striker. Batistuta was a top striker from Argentinian, and he was a top striker from Belgium. And it was very funny, but also he was like an older brother. So he helped me a lot around outside the pitch, and also on the pitch. And I think, yeah, was my best teammate. Yeah.
Who was your worst teammates for playing pranks, that sort of thing?
My worst teammate. uh, oh, that's hard also. Huh? I don't know. I had a lot of worst teammates, to be fair, but they are all different, But I will say I had a guy playing in MLS. I had a guy called Dimitri, and he was very lazy. He used to eat anything, from burgers, fries, before the game, before training, drinking Coca-Cola. That was the worst teammate because he never cared about his body. He was
Yeah,
always late, and that's I think it's bad. If
yeah.
especially at the weekend he has to play, then that's at some point he will not run anymore.
Was there any teammates that would like play tricks or cut your shoes or anything like that?
Oh yeah. I had a lot of teammates doing that, and at one point I did exactly the same. I
Really?
remember at Hearts we had one of my best friend. He's still also one of my best friend, Bruno Aguiar,
Yeah,
and
yeah,
Mauricio Pinilla, the Chilean striker, and they used to pranking other ones, And Mauricio Pinilla best pranks. Was when everybody was eating upstairs, breakfast or lunch or outside, doing stretching. Used to go and took their socks, and just tie
yeah,
them up about 20, 30 times, and also the shirt,
yeah,
and also sometimes if a guy comes with, I don't know, we call that like ugly jumper or ugly t-shirt, we used to hang the shirt, or the pants or the boxer on the short in the middle of the dressing room, so obviously when the guy comes back to the dressing room and he sees his clothes, hanging on the ceiling, then he was pissed off,
yeah.
but it was good time.
What sort of prank would you do? What trick would you do to?
uh, I never did a lot of prank, because I know if you prank someone, then
Yeah,
he's gonna
you get
prank you
back.
back.
Yeah.
But uh, wait, let me think. Um, the best prank I did. Uh, I was a nice guy, to be honest. I was a nice guy, but I have to think about the best prank is probably to put soap, in the gloves in the winter. To put soap, a lot of soap in the gloves
Oh,
just
yeah,
before the guy goes out, and he wears the gloves and he just
yeah.
stand full of soap. That was my best prank.
What would you, as you can see from my background, I like my football tops. But what was the best football top you wore?
Oh yeah, I can see you have a lot of great football
Yeah,
tops. The best football tops I have. Um, so I took many football tops, during my career because I have a little brother and he's 11 years younger than me. He's 24 years old now. But when I was started playing, he was very young, and I took the tops of the player like Thierry Henry, Sol Campbell
wow.
from Arsenal. From Ljungberg. And when I was in the MLS also, I took the top from Drogba, who I
Wow.
know, Lampard, David Villa, Pirlo, and also on the national team, obviously from Cristiano Ronaldo and Quaresma. Also, I have a few tops, that I took for my brother. Yeah.
That's amazing. What would you say has been your worst strip that you wore?
The worst trip. I have to say in the MLS because it's such a big in the US because it's such a big country, and
Yeah,
we played. I remember we played a game, a cup game on Wednesday, somewhere in North Carolina, so it's down
yeah.
south because I was playing in Boston, and we played like at 7 o'clock night time, and we started the game, and after 20 minutes it was like a storm, and that's normal in the US. It can happen anytime, and we had
Hmm.
to stop the
Yeah.
game for 45 minutes, and after we get back on the pitch and the storm came back, we stopped the game for an hour, then we went back on the field again, and the storm came back, so we stopped and we started playing at 11:30 at night. So we ended the game. I can't remember at 1:30 in the morning or something like that, and we stopped. So we missed our flight because we had to
Oh,
play
no.
at the other side of the country in Vancouver, and we
Yeah.
missed the flight. So we stayed at the airport, and the first flight in the morning we took it to fly to Vancouver, and we had to fly from Vancouver to Dallas, and it was a storm again in Dallas, so we had to wait again, and I think it was the worst trip because we lost about 2.5 days just to go somewhere you have a 5 or 6 hour flight. So 2.5 days was horrible, and you have a 3 hour difference. So that was the worst trip. Yeah.
Wow. What was the best stadium you played in?
The best stadium.
Best stadium, yes.
I would say at Hearts it was one of the best stadium because yeah, because
Yes.
it's so close, even if we had at the time, I think 17,000
Yeah.
people who can come into the stadium, and it was so compact, and so close, and the people are so close to the pitch, and I love the atmosphere, it feels
Yeah.
like you have 50, 60,000.
Yeah.
And I played in many stadiums who were bigger than
Hmm.
Hearts, than Tynecastle, but the atmosphere is different, and I think the atmosphere plays a big part. But I will say definitely Tynecastle, definitely Tynecastle. Yeah, the atmosphere in the stadium, it's perfect.
Who was the best manager you had?
The best manager I had. Um, Best manager I had, I would say in Italy. I had a manager called Andrea Manso. He was an old midfield from AC Milan. I think it was the best manager because he teach me tactic, and obviously the Italian, they are great tactically. They have great defender, Cannavaro, Nesta, Maldini. They are all top defender. They are the Italian national team have always top defender, Chiellini, Bonucci. And I loved playing in Italy, and I love learning tactic with him, because I know that tactic in football is very, very important. And for me, he was a key manager for me to going forward in my career.
What would you say was your best performance on the football pitch?
Best performance. I think again also 2005 Champions League qualified, the last game, the last qualified game we played with FC Thun against a Swedish team, FC Malmö, and we won 3-0, and I was a left back, and I make a cross, and we scored. And I think it was the best performance, because at the end of the game, we qualified for the Champions League, and nobody thought that we will qualify with such a small budget. And I was 19 at that time, and I think for me, what's the best performance, yeah.
Did you draw any good teams in the Champions League when you qualified?
Yeah, we played against Arsenal.
Oh, wow.
In Highbury, the old stadium.
And
Arsenal was Almunia in the goal, was Eboué right back, center back was Sol Campbell, Philip Sonderos, left back was Ashley Cole, central midfield was Gilberto Silva and Ches Fabregas. Right winger was Ljungberg, left winger was Thierry Henry. And at top, it was Robin van Persie. So it was a great team. And also Dennis Bergkamp was playing at that time, the great Dutch striker. And we played Arsenal, we played Ajax, Amsterdam, and we played also Sparta Prague. So I think, it was good teams. Yeah.
Did you beat Arsenal?
We didn't beat them. We lost at the 96th minute, Dennis Bergkamp, 2-1, in Highbury. But at home, we lost 1-0. At the 90 minute, we conceded a penalty, but we played after 5 minutes, we played with one man down. So we had a red card, but it was a great experience, yeah.
In contrast to my last question, what was the worst performance on the football pitch for you?
Worst performance? I think every time you lose, you feel, I think for me, it's a bad performance. But if I have to pick one, I can't really remember, but I know that a couple of times we conceded 4 goals, and I think 4 goals is a lot as a defender, it's a bad performance. I can't remember a game. I think maybe playing in FC Thun, also in Switzerland. We played in an away game 2005 and we lost, I think 5-0. I think for me it was the worst performance because I was 19 at that time, and it was the first and worst performance for me. Yeah.
What was the last game you played? You're at Zurich now. What was the last game you played?
So the last game I played, it was strange. When was that? Was before the end of the season. So It means this summer we played. So I'm with the second team of FC Zurich. So I'm starting my career, in the management. So I'm not playing anymore professional. But obviously everyone is affected with the COVID.
Yeah.
And so the academy kids, they were all on holidays, and we had a break for 2 weeks. And the first team, they had I think 7 or 8 players and staff in quarantine, because they was tested positive. COVID. So there were no chance that the league could give the club another date to play, because the season had to be finished and as fast as possible. That was the rules, the rules from the UEFA. And so we were on holiday, and I remember, so Saturday, Sunday, I was relaxing at home, and I went to bed late on Sunday. So I woke up at 10 o'clock on Monday, and I had 17 calls on my phone. It was a couple of months ago, and I checked my phone, and I called the manager, you know, the second team manager, and he told me, look, are you on holiday already? And I said, no, I'm still back home, you know, but I'm preparing to go on holiday right away today. And he said, look, we have to train today, and tomorrow we have a game. We have to play with the second team against FC Basel, the first team. So the 3 Super Leagues. So we trained on Monday, and we played on Tuesday, you know, with all the young kids from the academy. And that was the last game I played a couple of months ago, you know, from nowhere, because nobody was ready. But the club wanted to play, you know, because if they didn't play, they will lose 3-0. You know? So that was the last game. Yeah.
What was the score?
We lost 4-0. We lost 4-0.
And just finally to end on, when was the last time you had to pay for a ticket to go to a football match?
The last time, well, I can't remember. Huh? It's many years ago, to be honest. Every time I want to watch a football game, I always know someone or someone who knows someone who get me a ticket. But I think I was a kid, huh? To be honest. I never paid since I've been starting professional for any games. Honestly, I always got some free tickets, you know, or the tickets from clubs. And honestly, I can't remember. I was a kid, probably, I don't know, 10 years old. I can't remember. Maybe I don't know, Portuguese game I watched with my dad. Maybe Benfica against. Wait. I know now. I remember. It was like 1998 or 1999. We went with my club in Lausanne from Switzerland. We went in Italy, in Milan, to watch AC Milan played Fiorentina, and obviously we had to pay for the trip and pay for the game also. That was the 1998 or 1999.
Long time ago.
Long time ago. Yeah.
Right, that wraps it up, Jose. Thank you for coming on. It's been an absolute pleasure.
Great, thank you very much for the interview. It's great to speak to you, and anytime, and hopefully you can get a lot of other professional or old professional players, and anytime. Thank you very much.
Likewise. Thank you.